All right, it's that time of the year when we're starting to wonder if Apple is going to buy Tesla. And we're not doing it because we're bored. We're not bored. We're definitely not bored. But there's some information that came out on CNBC, I believe, that makes us think that. And as you know, that would terrify me. But let's talk about it coming up next. Taking over the world, electrifying the world, E4 Electric! Welcome to E4 Electric, your number one source of unbiased electric car news. If this is your first time here, go ahead and click on that subscribe button down there so you don't miss anything moving forward. All right, as you know, about a year ago, and I think you can just search through my videos by typing Apple, I did this spoof video of what would happen if Apple buys Tesla. And at that time, my channel was called Everything Tesla, actually. And, you know, I was making fun of it, but at the same time, I really didn't want that to happen. And, you know, let me know in the comment section, obviously, what do you think? What do you think it would be good or bad or whatever for Apple to buy Tesla? Now, something came up this week, and on CNBC, I believe, this guy, Craig Irvin, who is Roth Capital Partners analyst, so he all of a sudden said that he has it on good record that back in the day, in 2013, and this is where, you know, Model S came up in I believe July or August of 2012, but they only sold 3,000 in the first year. I was one of the first owners there, but 2013 is when it was kind of a tough year for them. And there was a conversation with Google about buying Tesla, and apparently they shook on it. But then Tesla started doing better and so forth, and deal kind of fell apart. But at the same time, now this guy Craig Irvin is saying that there were conversations between Apple and Tesla for Apple to acquire Tesla, but this time they will have a number. He is saying that they were going to acquire, at least that was the offer, and that was the conversation about at $240 per share. Now, please don't compare $240 per share from 2013 to now, because there's much less outstanding shares. I think by like 30 or 40% less outstanding shares now on Tesla that they used to be. Obviously, they had to raise capital, and including the last time, you know, they had to give out more and more shares. So that's a little different. But at that time, the valuation of the company was $30 billion. Right now, the current cap is $36 billion. So relatively close from what that deal was going to be. And as you know, Apple hasn't really given up on their car project. I guess there is a project that's still going on, and they're actually just poached yet one more guy from Tesla to work on the battery technology and a powertrain, in the electric powertrain technology. You don't really do that unless you're still hoping to get a car. And you know, Apple has been trying to rule the world. Let's be honest here. That's why, you know, it scares me. But it might make sense, and it might actually happen because, you know, as the other day, the stock has dipped under $200 a share. Right now, it hasn't recovered that much. It's at $205 a share. And you know, I mean, with all the issues and problems that, you know, and Amazon investing into Rivian, this is once again a topic of the conversation. Now, let's talk about some pros and cons about what would happen if Apple decides to buy Tesla, and Elon agrees. Before that, really quickly, just want to remind you that this video on this channel is sponsored by Byte, and check out their all-new M-Byte, the all-electric SUV coming to the US and Europe next year, starting at only $45,000. And look how fast and easy it is to reserve one. There's no payment page because it takes $0 and about 60 seconds of your time to do that. I would strongly recommend getting in line because it's growing. Over 50,000 of us reservation holders out there. Go to the description of this video to get yours. Okay, so let's talk about pros and cons, positives and negatives, if you will, of what can happen if Apple buys Tesla. All right. So first of all, you know, Elon Musk has to agree to that, and you know, we don't know. The last time when from what we know, the conversations that were going on with Google is that Elon wanted to stick around until at least Model 3 comes out. You know, it was going to be called Model 3 at that time. And I think the deal with Apple was also kind of relying on maybe Elon Musk not sticking around. In this case, if they were to buy it, obviously Tesla will be a global brand immediately, right? It's going to be basically Apple, Tesla, whatever. There will be no way this will ever, this brand would ever have issues, money wise. Obviously, the expansion is going to be really fast, and let's be real. Some adult supervision would be nice. Apple knows how to run a global brand. Apple knows how to do a lot of things that I think Tesla's having, a lot of difficulties with, and this could be good for them. This could be good for them. So, and now, of course, the question is, will Elon Musk allow adult supervision? So far, I would assume he would not. He wouldn't be the CEO of the company. Probably some big, second in command of Apple, and who knows, maybe like could this work the other way around? They acquire Tesla, and at some point, Elon becomes the CEO of Apple. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just saying it's in the mix if that would be the case. Yeah, so that would be positive. The financial situation, the backing of a lot of executives and the global reach, and obviously expertise in Chinese manufacturing. I know they're not manufacturing cars, but just a lot of ways how to go around doing business in China. That's obviously something Tesla will probably have some growing pains with that Apple can help. But here's some negatives, and let's see if you guys agree with me on this one. Obviously, the negatives is that Elon Musk will not probably be as much in charge as he used to be. And again, could be positive, could be negative, but I would say could be negative. The same time, Apple hasn't done much. Apple has not invented much lately. They've been kind of boring, I would say, brand as far as innovation. So they can also affect Tesla. Though again, I'm not really sure which one to put it, negatives or positives, because Tesla does need stability, and Tesla maybe does need to be a little bit boring. But we probably won't expect. You shouldn't expect that much of innovation and excitement and so forth. Definitely not that many tweets we're going to enjoy or talk about. At the same time, we don't know how much of Apple's sort of operating system and UI that they would be implementing into the car. Again, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. And of course, the most negative for me, and again, this is it could be positive, could be negative, that even though Tesla's business model is kind of moving towards Apple, and I would say almost there, the whole notion of a very closed brand, right? Meaning we will continue probably struggling having third-party anything. Third-party part manufacturers, third-party body shops, third-party anything. That's because that's how Apple operates. That would be a concern as well. But we don't know. I mean, obviously, we don't know what the future kind of holds here. I'm just saying we're talking about it, and it's once again a possibility. And who knows? Elon Musk might say, guys, I really want to concentrate on this whole space thing, right? And I took this company as far as I wanted to in the first place. Model 3 is out. Things are doing, overall pretty good. We got a few others in the queue. Model Y, that's gonna happen. I mean, that's not rocket science, pun intended, right? So yeah, let me go and concentrate on that. You guys can have fun with this company. I'll be an advisor, or chief engineer or whatever. So maybe he is. I mean, he's in his late 40s now, or getting there, and I can see how he might just realize that he might want to enjoy some of his life, or maybe concentrate on something one of those things, just to bring that. And because SpaceX is a huge project, so let's not discount that either. By the way, don't forget to get on our VIP list here, because we not only now have exclusive stories that we send out every Saturday, something that you don't see on this channel or even our website, but we now have Deal of the Week. And this month we're featuring an Evan-X, the most popular Evan-X product, which is a lighted T for Model 3, a pretty popular item. They're already having a sale on it for $50 off, but if you get on our free newsletter, you get another $50 off. We just basically will send out the discount code to you. So really doesn't take much time or effort, but you do get some benefits. You're literally going to be making money on our newsletter. e4lecture.com/VIP is where you can sign up for it. All right, looking forward to your comments. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.